ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरे प्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थसुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहैतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 29, verse number 18. So in the previous verse we read that Sukadeva Goswami said that Krishna saw the gopis coming and then he spoke to them with bewildering words, and then we read the commentary of Sri Vishnu that he will speak in three ways, sometimes primary sense, sometimes indicated meaning, and sometimes implied or suggested meaning. So this whole subject of Rāsa-līlā is actually in Vyanjana Vritti, because this is to teach the highest type of bhakti, Uttama bhakti, and this is the pedagogy technique used by Vyasa to convey what is Param Dharma, what is Uttama bhakti, what is actually makes one a human being. So this is what God wants us to be, really speaking. This is His effort. In Bhāgavatam also He says that Parakshvado Vedoyam Balanam Anushasanam Karma Mokshaya Karmani Vidhatte Hi Yagdo Yada. So although there is so many instructions to follow various duties, but the idea is to become free from that. But if you become free from karma moksha, then what will you do? So people think that moksha, liberation, but actually have prema. Because when prema is there, then instruction is not required. Then you yourself are inclined to do, and you are always enthusiastic to do it happily. Just like we saw how the gopis came running and they transcended all their obstacles. So that is the nature, and this is how Krishna wants us to be. This is what Braj Bhakti is, this is what Vrindavan is, and everything else is to contrast with it to make understand this. Because everywhere some instructions are there, some injunctions. So then you follow it, you don't want to do it, but because it is there, it is a social convention, you better do it. Otherwise you will be rejected from the society. So you follow it, and after some time you get used to it. It also becomes your pride. But still you remain self-centered. Because then you know, I'm a dharmic person, I'm a truthful person, I never tell lies. So here the whole idea is of Kavalya ek prayojanam. So although Kavalya generally is understood as Sahajya Mukti, but Jiva Goswami explains that Kavalya is prema, because that is the most pure thing, and purity means that you do not keep something for yourself. Now whatever we do, we keep ourselves as separate from God or Guru, and we do whatever is possible to remain in that role. What is being described here is that they gave up everything. That is the point to be conveyed, otherwise they will come back and start doing everything whatever they are doing. So the teaching is this only. So Vastraharan Leela, like he said, that Krishna Drishtachara Anivrata Gopi Sarvanga, that he saw them, their all body limbs uncovered. So that uncovering means that there is nothing left for yourself. That is the Kavalya, that is the oneness. This is the oneness in Preeti. Otherwise people only say that we are two body, one heart. So that two body, one heart is exemplified here in the case of the gopis. They are the only one who have done it. Even the queens could not do this. That's why queens also prayed for the dust from the feet of gopis. So this is the rahasya, this is the secret. And if you want to go deeper, then this is what also the role of Guru. So you can have instructions that do this, get up at Mangalarti, all that, and then people will do that. but then they remain themselves whatever they are. Just complete your duty like you go to job. So you have a 9 to 5 job or whatever. So then you go and you may be a nice worker, you may be a good worker, but actually your underpinning is at your own home. Everything you do is for where you live, not for the company. Although the company may give you raise and they may be very satisfied with you because you are doing everything what you tell them, but where is your heart is not in the company or office or whatever that corporate is. But wherever you are, your family is, or even if you are single, then you are self-centered. So this is what is to be undone, and that's the job of the Guru, because in case of gopis, they are naturally like that. They are the Ragatmika, the Nitya Siddha Ragatmika Bhaktas. So they went and they dropped their cloths and went into Yamuna. Right? Krishna did not pull their cloths. So they went into Yamuna. Yamuna is bhakti. This means that in bhakti they are completely open. Outside you do vyavhar, you have to do in so many ways. It's different type of people, you have to deal in differently. But when dealing with Krishna, then you are naked. So Guru also has to do the same thing, but Guru has to pull the dress. Krishna doesn't have to do that. And people don't like that, so therefore it has to be done in a Vyanjana vritti. You cannot say directly. Already people get upset. So this is the tough job. So bhakti is not easy. It is actually not a question of how much you chant and how much you read and how much you know. It is the simplicity of the heart. That's why gopis are chosen. They are not born in some royal family. If you are born in royal family, you already have got that ahankara. They are not even in Kshatriya family. So they are simple. And this is what is required, that simplicity of the heart. And this is very difficult to achieve. For that, you have to drop everything. That is very painful. And therefore, Guru Maharaj always used to say, Prabhu, you make disciple. He touches your feet, then he catches you with the neck. So this is very true. And it was very difficult to understand him because most of the time he was spoken Vyanjana. You will rarely see him giving direct instructions. People always used to say, why Maharaj does not instruct directly? Because if you instruct directly, you won't do it, and then it will become an offense, because you are now disobeying the Guru. So in that way he protected his disciples from not committing aparadha. And general tendency is that we don't want to follow, because we have that rebellious nature. Why shall I do it? I have examples where people have come and told this straight to my face. Why shall I follow you? Yes. The disciple comes and tells me, why shall I follow you? So I say, no, don't follow me. I don't even ask. They ask me question and I reply, and then they say, then why shall I do it? Okay, don't do it. They become upset, they become angry if you tell them something. So it is a difficult job, and this is what is being described here. The the meaning or the sense is not in the gross thing that they are gopis and they are Krishna. There may be nothing like that. And I am not saying that there is no Krishna and there is no gopi and there is no Rāsa-līlā. But that point is not that. Point is what is behind it. Just like Sukadeva Goswami was born and immediately after taking birth he is walking. How is that possible? Somebody can keep the baby in the womb for 16 years? Is it possible? And then he takes birth and immediately he walks. And then the father is running behind him. And then the girls are taking bath naked and they don't care when Sukadeva Goswami walks, but they immediately cover their bodies. And so how is this? So that is not the meaning behind it. The story is not the meaning. The meaning is that Sukadeva Goswami is uncovered. Okay, he naked means that he is absolutely uncovered. He has zero attachment for anything, not even to the parents. So to whom he is a Brahmanistha, Atmaramascha Munyo Nirganta. And this Brahmanistha became attracted by hearing Bhāgavatam. So that is to show how great Bhāgavatam refutes Brahmavad. That is the meaning behind the story. It is he who speaks it. And it is he who understood it. Why is that Vyasadeva did not teach it to other disciples? It's not that he did not have disciples. It's there that he gave Rig Veda, Samveda to Jaimini, Paila, Atharvan, Vaishampayan. So why he did not teach them Bhagavatam? And the other Puranas he taught. So it is to show that if you want to understand Bhagavatam, you have to be like Sukadeva Goswami. Otherwise you are going to see it with the lens of your attachments. And then you will miss the point. Because these gopis are not attached. Krishna is not attached. Krishna is not after any life. Gopinam tatpatinam cha. He is inside gopi, he is inside the husbands of the gopi. What is that he has to see in them? That he has to take away their cloth and this and that. He is inside, he is outside, he is everywhere. He says everything is in me, I am in everything. So it is to show that if you want to understand Bhagavatam, this is the characteristics required. Nirmatsara nam satam. You have to be Nirmatsara. Like gopis are having no Matsarya. When they came, they did not say, oh, you are also here. Immediately you will be upset to see another girl. You go to see your boyfriend and there is another girl sitting with him. You will burn, absolutely. Or other way around. If the boy is going to see the girl and the girl is with another man, he will freak out. That's what happens in the material life. And here they don't have anything like that. So this is the Nirmatsara state of the mind. And Sat means compassion, that Mashrinat Swanta, Mamatva Atisaya Ankitaha, Bhava Sa Sandratma, Prema Iti Nigadyate. So that is the Prema. So this is what is being described here. So keep this in mind. I have to remind it in between. Okay, Purushottam Prabhu.
Yeah, I have two questions. First is Kevala, which means matra or only, it is taken for Nirvishes Brahman worship or those. And explain Kevalya with a probably Yat Prata or Niprat. It's also considered paradoxes there in that sense. It's the same word which, when applying this pratyaya, gives the meaning of the bhakti or ultimate prayojan.
Well, that is not the only meaning, it also gives meaning of mukti.
Okay.
Kevalya also means Kevalya moksha. Bhushan.
And this
Okay.
is applied there to give that meaning there physical. Question I have is in this which
Your voice is breaking.
I have is the verse which we read previous verse.
Cannot hear you. Everything is dropped.
I say I will ask later on. Something is happening with my internet.
Yeah, your internet is not behaving well.
Yes.
Okay, Bhushan.
Sorry, Pranams, I had asked a similar question before, but regarding the queens of Dwarka, but yet I still have some doubt. So I think you explained that the gopis, they don't have any sort of they're completely selfless. There is absolutely no identification with the body. It's like completely for Krishna. So the question is, even the queens of Dwarka, they don't have any identification with the body. So in some sense, that dharma which they follow, they should not be. I mean, so the question is, like, how is it that the bhakti is conditioned by dharma? Because dharma is related to the body, and they don't have any identification with the body. So
why do you say that they don't have identification? Gopis and queens, they both have.
Rukmini Devi, for example.
Yeah, why you say that she does not identify with the body?
Because she is Lakshmi Devi. How Lakshmi Devi cannot identify?
She identify as Lakshmi.
Although, but why would identification be with dharma? Because dharma is related to the body, like marriage, for example. That varnashrama is dharma related to the body.
That's exactly what I'm saying. She's identifying herself as Lakshmi, which is her body.
Okay, not the material. Okay, I see. Okay, I see.
Gopis also identify with themselves as gopis. I will not say that they don't identify. They have identity. But the identity for gopi is not an obstruction to meet Krishna. For queens, it becomes an obstruction because their identity is their queens. And queen is not going to run on the street like this. If a queen walks from the palace, there will be 20 maid servants with her. Right? Have you seen queens walking on the street? Imagine queen, now she died, Queen of Britain. So how do they move? Okay. Anything else?
I have a question. Follow-up question from Bhushan. You said in the previous class that Krishna is also surrounded by his gopas. He sleeps with Balaram, but he was able to come at night and even alone. So why it is not for the queen? I mean, that's the same situation. Why Yogamaya does not arrange that?
Because queens don't want. That's the point we are making.
Okay.
That's exactly what I said. Do you think the queen would like to do that? Queen has her, she is called Her Majesty.
Okay.
This is below her.
She does not want that.
I mean, think of I don't know if you have ever seen Queen or on TV or movies, how they behave.
Yeah, I see.
You have to go and kiss their hand. Cannot go and touch them like that, right? So they have their protocol. They have their bhav, queen bhav. So queen bhav is not gopi bhav. That's why Lakshmi could not enter into the Rāsa-līlā, because she could not give up her Lakshmi bhav. And with Lakshmi bhav you cannot enter into Rāsa-līlā. Because if she enters, she will have a problem with all these gopis. Because she will think, I am Lakshmi and these are, what is this? They don't respect me. But that's where they are going to think. Because Lakshmi is respected by all. Right? We have that sloka, Shriyat Padam Bhuj Rajas Chakrame Tulasya. So, all the devas are praying to Lakshmi. So, Lakshmi, if she doesn't give up her Lakshmi bhav, she can go on doing tapasya. So, that's why if she wants to get into Rāsa-līlā, gopi does not mean putting gopi dress that you can buy in Loi Bazaar. You have to change your inner identity. Outer body, outer appearances because of the inner bhav. That's why we talk about the bhav all the time. So she has Lakshmi bhav and she cannot give up that. And if she cannot give up that, she cannot get into Rāsa-līlā. Because there she is going to have a very big problem. She will fight with everybody after some time. Because she will say, "Whoa, don't touch me, don't come near to me. You are just a cowherd girl. You are not even a Brahmin." Okay. So Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. So Sri Bhagavan said, Swagatam vo mahabhaga priyam kim karvani va vrajasya namayam kachid bruta agamana karanam. So Sri Bhagavan said, again the word Bhagavan is used here. So it has importance, so that you don't get lost thinking it's just some young boy. So this is just to keep our mind straight. So he said, Swagatam vo Mahabhaga, says, welcome, welcome, O most fortunate ladies. So who is fortunate? Only devotees are fortunate. Right? Others are unfortunate. Yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
Because what is the fortune of other people? Nothing. Everything is temporary, everybody is just suffering. They may not say it. They may say it with Vyanjana Vritti. People also speak in Vyanjana Vritti outside, it's not only here. So he is saying Swagatam, welcome. Means it's good that you have come. You are most fortunate, because only fortunate people can reach to Krishna. It's not an ordinary thing. All the great devas, Brahma, Shiva, Indra, they have no chance to be like this. They stand 20 feet away from Krishna. So Swagatam vo Mahabhaga, and then Priyam Kim Karvani va. He says, you are very fortunate. So what good I can do for you? How can I please you? Because doing service to devotees is also great fortune. Devotee is a Mahabhaga, and if you do service to devotees, you become also Mahabhaga. Das, dasan, das. Right? So Krishna is saying, how can I serve you? So you see, he is Bhagavan, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. So Bhagavan is Bhagavan Bhakt Bhaktiman. He is Bhagavan because he is a devotee of his devotee. And he takes pleasure in doing this. So he is showing by his own example. People are very much averse to doing service. Here Bhagavan says, what service I can do for you? Please tell me. Priya Kim Karvani Va. So in the material world also people say, if you go to some shop or something, how can I help you? And they say like that. But they are doing it because it's their job, they are paid for that. Krishna does not need payment. He is Bhagavan, he is full of all opulence. He doesn't need anything, he is complete in himself. And he is saying, what service I can do for you? How can I please you? So you can understand the position of the gopis, how great they must be. that this person, if he flicks his eyebrow, then millions of Brahmas will fall on the ground out of fear from him. You saw how Brahma was terrified when he came, because he did not speak one word to him. He recited very long prayers, we read them, chapter 14. Krishna did not say one word, did not even smile at him. He was very grave. Brahma did 3 parikrama, usually he should do 4. He was so confused and overwhelmed that he forgot he should do parikrama 4 times. He did 3 and then he got flight on his bird, big bird, right? He left. So that same Krishna, he is now telling to gopis, Priyam Kim Karvani va. It also signifies that I am so insignificant, what good I can do to you. It is also like a question like that. It's also showing his humility, that how can I please you? How can I please you is a question. How can I please you? It is also saying that actually I have no ability to please you. How can I please you?
It's a statement.
Yeah, it's a statement. Because Krishna says himself, Na paryeham nirvadya sanyujam brahmaya sapi. So he says, how is it possible that I can please you? I am not capable of that. Priya kim karvani. So, vrajasya anamayam kachid. And now he is asking that you have come here, is everything all right? So this is his Vyanjana. Means now he is hiding his bhav. Remember he said that he is going to play the opposite role. So instead of being a Nayaka, he is taking the mood of the Nayika. So is everything all right in Vraja? Vrajasya naganam anamayam kachit. Any problems there? Because generally some problem comes, then they come to Krishna. In the material world also, artha jigyasu vartharthi. People are in distress, they go to temple, church, right, to pray. So he says that so many women are coming here, there must be some problem. Otherwise, why at night? I came here just for a night walk to get some fresh air. I'm always surrounded by people. I need, sometimes people say like that, just give me space, leave me alone, right? So he says, I came here just to take a fresh walk on the bank of Yamuna. And why all these women are suddenly coming, and they're coming running, and they're panting, right? Because they came, you saw how fast they came running, so they must have been, their heartbeat 200 something. So he said, is something gone wrong? Some demon has attacked? Some asura has come, or Indra is causing some trouble? What is the problem? Bruta agamana karanam. So tell me, what is the news? What is the breaking news? Right? There is always a breaking news. What is the breaking news in the Vraja? The sleepy town also has breaking news. So Bruta agamana karanam. What has happened? Because so many things were happening all the time. Sometimes snake is coming, sometimes bull is coming, sometimes some deva is coming, kidnapping happened, right? Fire, rain, flood, all types of problems, lightning, whatever you can assume. So is there some problem? Please tell. I'm ready to help. So this is what he said. So Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti says, Atha stri pumsham rasajyanam milane tavadiyam ritir. So he is first explaining that generally when boy and girl meet, then this is the standard. What is the standard? He is telling that first. Yat pumamso ratotsukyam avishkurvate. That men are very proactive. They are more open, they talk and they want to have union, they want to embrace and whatever. So they are not that they hide their feelings. And women on the other side, istriyastu tatra asahishnava kupyanti. And women, they don't tolerate this kind of behavior externally. Internally they also like, but externally they try to show as if they are upset. Don't do this. Don't touch me. Why is this? So iti atas tameva rasriti pratham ashritya Krishnaha. So he says that first Krishna is also using the standard technique of rasa. And then he says, Swagatam vo yusmakam. He says, I welcome you all. And kachit sukhmayam agamanam vritta. He says, have you come here safely? No problem. Was there any disturbance, any problem, obstacle? Tato yuyam mahabhaga. So he said, I assume everything was safe with you. There was no problem. Why? Because you are Mahabhaga. You are great. You are fortunate. So Mahabhaga means who have good fortune. So those people, what is the meaning of good fortune? When your life is easy. You don't have too many problems. So then you say this guy is fortunate. Or bhaga also can mean from bhajan, bhajdhatu. So means those who have great love, great devotion. And devotees also don't have problem. Katham badheran halisansrayan. Right? Vidura says that how can adhidhavik, adhibhatik, adhyatmic problems come to a devotee? So you are Mahabhaga, therefore I assume that Sukhmaya Agamanam Vrittam, that your journey was pleasant. Right? When people come, you say, how was the flight? Right? So he's saying that, how was the flight? Because they also took flight, right? They were also flying. So he says, was your flight safe? No jerk, no bumps? Everything all right? Sukhmaya? Tato yuyam mahabhaga, because you are very greatly fortunate. Janma arabhya dukhasya mukham bhavti bhi kadapi na drishtam iti bhava. The meaning is that from your birth, you have never seen the face of misery. Means you have never encountered any problem in your life. Everything is just smooth. Because what is the problem in the village? There were no health problems, fresh air, fresh water, fresh food, cow's milk, everything. So there were no diseases, no virus, no corona, etc. And then there is no problem from anywhere also, that you have some political problem, this problem, that problem. Everything is running smooth. So he says you have never faced any problem. Kadapi nadishtam yadva. Or it is not a question, yadva nayam prasna kintu pratyukti rato yusmakam. So first is that it can be taken as a question that was everything fine with you coming here, or it is statement that yes, everything is fine. You have come well here. Sobhanam agamanam adhyavrittam. Yadatra agatam tat samyak kritam. In other words, what it's saying is that you have come here, this is very nice. This is the right action you have taken, that you have come here. Why? Because you are Mahabhaga. Because only great people can come to me, not ordinary. So Mahabhaga Bhāgyavati naam hi sarva kriya eva safli bhavantya swasya parasya cha sukda bhavanti iti bhava. And because you are fortunate, so all your activities are successful and they give pleasure to you and also to others. So he's saying that the meaning of the Mahabhag is that your own life is happy and you also bring happiness to others. So therefore you are greatly fortunate. Ato vaha priyam kim karvani. So therefore, because you are fortunate and you have come here, now please tell me, how can I please you? You are already happy, you are already fortunate, but it will be my also fortune if I can do some service to people like you. Right? Doing service to great people, you also get punya karma. Adhuna ratravotra nirjane vane ekakina yuna maya yuvatinam voyat priyam atithyam kartum shakyam syat tadbrute. So he says, you have come here at night and this is a solitary forest. There are no guest houses here, no restaurants, right? There are no hotels, motels, inn, nothing like that. So you have come here, so you are my guest. And I am a young man. You know this. So what I can do to please you? You are my honorable guest. Because somebody comes to your house, at your door, especially at night, then you have to take care of them. That is the meaning of guest. In Sanskrit, guest is called atithi. So atithi means comes without any tithi, without any appointment, without invitation, without pre-information. No phone call, no email, no text, no WhatsApp. You just drop in. Because in the past people used to travel on foot. I remember in the village people were going at night. They have not reached their destination, so wherever the village comes, they stay there. Many times people used to come and stay in our house like that. We don't know them. They just come, and then my mother was always cooking for them. And you have to feed them. So then I have to go and tell mother, and she will cook, and then we have to feed them. They sleep, in the morning they go. That is called atithi. So he says, that's what he's saying, that how can I host you? Priyam atithyam kartum shakyam syat. Bruta, please tell me. Because these words can be applied here and there. Bruta agaman karanam can be like this. Or Bruta kim priya karvani, tell me what I can do for you. Can apply there. Different ways the words can be. You can make sentences in different ways. So straightforward is that tell me the reason why you have come, or otherwise Bruta kim priyam karvani, tell me what I can do for you. It can also be applied there. Yusmat priya chikirsho mai saralyena swapriyam kripya spashtam vaktavyam yatha nisandeham tatra aham pravarteya iti bhava. So the meaning, what is the meaning of this? Tell me what I can do to please you is like this, that I am very eager to please you. I am your priya chikirsho. My only heart's desire is to please you, nothing else. But I am a very simple person. And I don't know all these vyanjana, etc. So therefore you speak in mukhya vritti, straightforward. Bruta here means, let's say in straight words. Don't go like this. If you are hungry, tell we are hungry, we need food, not that, oh, what is the time? Is it the dinner time? It's not like that. These are all going roundabout. So say, don't beat around the bush. Just beat the bush. So therefore he says that Saralyena swapriyam kripya spashtam vaktavyam. He says in a very simple, straightforward way, please tell me what I can do to please you. Why? Yatha nisandeham tatraham pravartayet. So that I can do that without any doubt. Otherwise, if I make a guess that maybe this is going to please them, and then I will have a doubt. Maybe it will please, maybe it will not please. Maybe I should do it, maybe I should do that. So if I have a clear instruction, then I don't have any doubt. Then I go for it, 100%. When you are not sure, then you are half-minded. So you walk 2 feet this side, then you walk 3 feet to the other side. So therefore it says nisandeham, yatha nisandeham aham pravartaya, so that I can function with a clear mind. Tatascha bho mahasahasika lampata asmanapi pativrtaya devam vaktum utsahse tatkim dharmto rajtascha na vibhesi iti samuchitam pratyuttram apraptavata. So Krishna was thinking that since I am speaking like this, the ladies are going to take the other role. She wanted that. They will say that, oh, you audacious fellow, how dare you can talk like this with us? Don't you know that we are married and we are chaste women? And you are saying you are young and you are in the forest and what you can do to please. So how is that you dare to speak? How is that you are so dauntless, audacious? And are you not afraid of dharma? That doing something adharmic, you have to go to hell and suffer? And if you are not afraid of dharma, at least you should be afraid of the police. Right? Because people are not afraid of dharma, then police is there for them. So dharmata rajatascha. So you have no fear from dharma, you have no fear from police. So he was hoping to hear this, because this is what he wanted to enjoy, to hear this. But he did not hear this. So then he has to twist, he has to change. So he says, samuchitam pratyuttaram apraptavata priyam kim karvani ityasya vyanjite ang sangrupe arthe sammati lakshanam lajja hetukam maunam eva drishtavata bhagavata vicharitam. So when he did not get the reply which he was expecting, sometimes you make plan, right? You meet somebody, you make a dialogue in your head. I'm going to speak like this, and then she will speak like this, and then I will speak like that. But it doesn't happen like that. And then you are lost. He is not lost. So he is pratyutpannamati. He has a very big presence of mind. So then he says, Priyam kim karvani ityasya vyanjite ang sang rupe arthe sammati lakshanam lajja hetukam maunam eva drishtavata. So he says that these ladies, they have understood the implied, the suggested meaning of this, how can I please you, that I want to associate with them physically, and they are approving it, but they are feeling shy, and therefore because of shyness they are silent, because maunam sammati lakshanam. Keeping silence is one way of saying yes. Right?
Silence is a symptom of agreement.
Yeah, they're just saying something like that. What is that? When a woman says no, it means, what is that? There's something like that. If it says no, it means yes. If she keeps, I forget. Something like that. So anyway, they are silent. If she is silent means yes. And so Bhagavata Vicharitam, so then he thought that they are not speaking, which means that they have approved my statement. But then he thought, Yadi etabhi swasamuchitam vamyam adyam nangi kriyate tarhi maya api swasamuchitam otsukyam na bahiskarniyam. So now he was thinking that the ladies are going to behave in a vamya manner, which means hiding their feelings and being little strict, and I am more eager and I will expressing my eagerness, but it did not work. So he says, therefore now I will change my policy. I will make them express their otsukya, their eagerness, and I will take the opposite role, which means now I will show that I am not interested. Because this is how women do. So therefore he says that Vamya Madhya Nangi Kriyate. So they are not taking the Vamya role. Tarhi Maya api swasamuchitam otsukyam na bahiskarniyam. Therefore I will also not express my eagerness to meet them externally. Kintu Vamya Mishram eva. But I will also express my feelings mixed with Vamyata. Means little crookedness. Tatascha sambhoga bhede samprayoge yatha vyaprityam api charu bhavati tathaiv sambhoga bhede sammilne api vyaprityam charu bhavati. So just like in the physical union, which is one way of sambhoga, various types are there. So vyapritya rati, viparita rati is considered as very pleasing. So in the same way, in meeting personally, like this in talk, this vyapritya, this opposite behavior of Nayak and Nayika, this is also very pleasing. Kintu asam mahamohana venunada madhvika panotha ati vyavashyad eva prakriti vipariyas tataeva dakshinyam mamtu vyavashya bhavat tadunarodhadeva kritrimam vamyam bahireva karyam antastu swabhavikam otsukyam asti eva ityadikam vicharya cha vamya padvim arodhum sabhaya sambhram prichati. So he says that these women, why they are not behaving in a vamya manner, in a indirect, or in trying to hide their feelings and speak, because they have drank the ambrosia in the form of the sound of my flute, and that has completely intoxicated them. So because they have been intoxicated by that, their nature has become twisted. It's like people who are silent generally don't talk too much. When they are drunk, they can go on talking. Or people who are generally low-key, they can be boasting after drinking. Right? So like that is called prakriti viparya. The change in the nature. The person's nature changes when they are drunk, intoxicated. So therefore this is what has happened in this case. But in my case, I am not drunk. I only served the drink to them. I am the bartender. I don't drink. So therefore I am a dakshina, I am a straightforward guy, and I want to express my feelings in a straightforward manner. But now out of compulsion I have to change. So gopis have changed because they are intoxicated. They are not acting. But I have to act to match them. So if they are taking the role of Dakshinya, then I am going to take the role of Vamya. But I am only going to act. Inside I am full of that Atsukya and eagerness to meet them. But externally I am going to say, no, it's just like out of modesty, you are hungry, you want to eat, but you say, no, I'm okay, I just ate. Right? Some modest people do that. They are actually eager to eat, but they want to show that, no, I don't eat.
I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm okay. So he says that this is how I am going to. So he says, Kritrimam Vamyam, artificial Vamyata, crookedness I will show. Bahireva, external only. Karya, Antastu Swabhavikam Atsukyam Asteva. Internally I am full of eagerness and enthusiasm to meet them. So thinking like this, Vamya Padvim Arodhum. So now he takes the role of Vamya, and therefore Sabhayam Sasambhram Prichati Vrajasya. So he is asking as if he is in anxiety. He says, is everything all right in Vraja? Right? As if there is some kind of fear inside. His mind is unsettled. So he is speaking with an unsettled, little anxious mind. That everything okay in the Vraja? Vrajasya namyam bruta? So that is one way of seeing it. So these slokas can be seen in so many different ways. So kachid vrajasya namayam mangalam न जाने sampratam braje kaschid indradi kritam upadravo vartate. So is everything all right in Braja? Everything fine, no problem? I don't know. Maybe some problem has come. Suddenly I see you are running. I am very disturbed. Suddenly some 10 people come running here, you become alert. What happened? Why they are running? So many women coming running to you, will you not be disturbed? Something must have happened. Even if 2 women come running now here, you will immediately, all your attention will go there. You will not hear me. Right? If some noise happens outside, people are running, you yourself will leave the class to go and check what is going on. So here thousands of gopis came running, as if it was, well, let's say thousands, as if this was a marathon. So he was wondering, what is this marathon at night? Yeah, because daytime they don't have time. They're busy with their household duties. At night they're running, trying to lose weight. They eat a lot of they eat a lot of butter, butter and ghee, so they have weight. So they are jogging to lose weight. So sarva eva bhavatyo bhita palaya swatrana artham madantikam ayata iti bhave. So some disturbance must have come in Braja because all of you are running and coming to me. And that means the men there in the Braja are not able to solve the problem, or what is it? And only the women have come, there are no men. This is some special problem. Because there are no young men, no children, no old men, only young ladies are coming. So this is some special problem for young women or what? So tatascha kayam adyatani asya dhurta lahari. So now the gopis are saying that, what is this trick he is playing on us? New trick. Because Krishna is very tricky fellow, so they also know it. So now they are taking the other role. So he is saying that kayam adyatani asya dhurta lahari. that this, what is this wickedness he is expressing. Mitha sasmit vishme alokam vitarkyanti. So they are looking at each other and smiling. They are not talking, but they are expressing their feelings to each other. What is he trying to do? So they are moving their eyebrows to each other and looking, and what is he doing? What is he saying? What does he mean by this? So Sasmit Vishmaya, so they are smiling, they are also wondering. And Vitarkayanti, like that they are making a guesswork. What is going on? Tasu aho yusmakam monaneva avgamyate no padrava. So then Krishna says that, oh, since you are all quiet, I understand there is no problem in Brahma. Otherwise by now you should be telling. Tari bhuta kimartham ayata. Okay, then if there is no disturbance, there is no problem, there is nobody attacking, why have you come here? What brings you here? Aham tu na bhyuhitum samartha iti bhava. He says, I am unable to understand. What is wrong? What is going on? Please tell me. So this is the sense of his question. Bruta agamana karanam. Okay, Bhushan.
Babaji, in Bhakti Sandarbha, we have studied that this duplicity or crookedness comes from aparadha. It is not something which is conducive to bhakti. So the question is, how is duplicity in this particular scenario somehow enhancing love? Wouldn't straightforward exchange of feelings, wouldn't that be a more...
Would it be what? Straightforward? What?
Straightforward exchange of feelings.
No, that is not so pleasing.
Why would... Because...
You missed the point.
No, this is crookedness where it is offense, that is for your selfish nature.
Okay.
Here this crookedness is to give you pleasure.
Okay.
That is the fun. Just like people play tricks sometimes, right? They want to surprise you, or they do some other things. Young people generally do that. Especially if you have lived in the hostel, then always trying to try some prank on each other. So that is a different type of crookedness. Suddenly they'll say, oh, your father has come. And then you run down, there is no father. All these things, or police has come he was asking for you. So all these types of pranks, everybody has experienced them in the school days, college days. Okay, anything else? Yes.
So some people might object that this type of rasa-riti, that this encourages disrespectful behavior from men towards women especially, and even up to rape. That, and I think some people have understood this in the past, some men especially, no? That
which kind of behavior?
That if the woman is expressing that she does not consent, some people think that actually she consents and actually she wants it, and then they go up to criminal offenses and hurt others. And could you maybe explain here the difference and
no, that means that
why?
man does not understand the woman properly. That's the problem. Means they are not very intimate, they don't understand each other's mood. You have to understand mood. You have to have that sort of intimacy. That is the kavalya. Malati.
Bhagavad, do I understand it properly that here in this Vaidrita, when they change the roles and the gopis become Vamya and Krishna becomes Dakshina, then I think you explained that.
No, it is other way around.
They become.
Krishna is taking the Vamya role and he wants gopis to be Dakshina. Yeah. He wants gopis to be Dakshina.
He wants gopis to become.
Yeah, because he was expecting them to be.
Vamya. So,
yeah. Vamya means hiding your.
Because,
Vamya means hiding your intention here, and Dakshina means being open. That's what it means.
Okay, because I took out her Kaustuba, and at that time I understood Vamya to mean more crooked, of course, but like more the aggressive lover, and the Dakshina is more the shy lover, straightforward but very submissive. But in this case,
here the meaning, as I said,
if it refers to male and female.
That's why I'm saying that the meaning here of Dakshina means being straightforward. When we say Vamya, it has different meaning. Crookedness means that you don't express yourself clearly. Okay?
Yes.
So that means you have as I said, that you want to eat, but you say, no, I just ate.
Mm-hmm.
And basically you want them to really plead you to eat. That's what you want. That is the Vamya.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of simply they say, please have dinner, and you say, yes, I want to eat. That is Dakshina. And Vamya is that, no, I'm not really hungry. And yeah, come on, we are eating, you also join.
Yeah.
And he said, not really. He said, no, come on. So he wants them this. That is the Vamya.
Yeah.
He wants them to plead. So this is what Krishna expected from the gopis. But the gopis did not do that. So he was straightforward. His dakshinatva was that, what can I do to please you? Which in this particular circumstance, you understand what it means. So then he did not get the Vamya reply from them. They just kept silent. So then he takes the Vamya role, so that they can be straightforward now. So they says, why have you come here? So that's the trick. Purushottam ji.
Yeah, the question which I had from the previous one, I'm connection still unstable. Okay, I'll try. In the previous verse, when Chakravarti Pal explains these 3 reasons, and those are called the Vyanjanas. So, is this a particular word in this verse 17, Tadrishva Antikayata, that reflects to the Vyanjana, or it is the entire verse, or anything? Just
you see, you have to read, this is what in English they call as reading in between the lines.
yes.
So I already said that he said avadat vadatam sreshtha. So what does it mean, avadat vadatam sreshtha? That one who is the best of the speakers spoke. Right?
Yes.
When he saw ta drishtvantika mayata bhagavan vrajyoshita, Bhagavan Krishna, seeing the gopis coming near to him, he who is the best of the speakers spoke to them. That's the meaning. Now rest of the thing.
Vimohan is a word for explaining that.
Then he says vadatam sreshtha vacha avadat. He spoke the speech. So now when you say he spoke the speech, that speech signifies something more than just speaking in general. And then he says, Peshair Vimohayan, that he spoke with words which are bewildering. So that's what signifies Vyanjana.
Oh, thank you.
Anything else? Okay.
Yeah,